Have you ever picked up a ceramic or resin figure and wondered how old it is? Where did it come from? And is it actually worth anything? Well, before I go into any of that, I just want to say hello and welcome, or welcome back if you visited before. My name's Pam, and I am the voice of Miss Piggybank's Money Box collection. And today we've got two fabulous little animals to show you, steeped in history and steeped with charm. But before I go there, I'd just like to say, because this is a 5-minute video, please read the description if you need more information. There's always loads more there. So after telling you that, I'm going to get on with my story. Today we're looking at two absolutely adorable, I know I say that word too much loved vintage money boxes. One is a dapper frog. I know you don't need me to point them out. And the other is a very happy pig. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I found out about them. So first of all, we'll start with the frog. Look at this little guy. Set back on his rocking chair. Do you know, he worries me. Watch this now. I only need to do that. And he goes mad with his rocking. I'm terrified he's going to fall back. Anyway, he's in his rocking chair. He's got a lovely red tie. He's got a pipe in his hand. And he's looking like he's got all the time in the world. He looks like a very happy frog. He's glossy ceramic. And if I turn him over, well, first of all, I'll show you his details. There he is. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's a little bit dusty, but I haven't had time to dust him. But as you can see, there's just a little hole in his ceramic glaze there. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. There's his slot. There's his stopper. And there, if I turn it around that way, it says made in Korea. And that'll be important in a moment. So I'll just pop him back. Whoa, now, Froggy, don't get carried away. That's better. Gentle. That's better. As I was saying, he's made in Korea. That tells us he dates right back to the 1970s, to the early 1980s, because this was a huge era for fun, novelty animal ceramics like this, produced in mass, but full of character. You saw his coin slot at the top of the chair, so beautifully designed. It's also got a lot of pattern on the actual rockers and the side of the chair. It really is a beautiful piece of work. Little mark. That is showing us that he's been around the block. Also, there was a bit of a craze regarding rocking chairs with grandmas, grandpas, and all sorts of animals. And I think he may have just come in at the beginning of that, because I've got quite a few. I've got a grandma, a grandpa, I've got a bear, I've got a dog, I've got a cat in a chair. So, you know, it is quite a popular thing. Now, let's get on to this little piggy. Now, this little piggy, as you can see, is completely different. Not shiny at all. Absolutely perfect. He's got a blue tie. Look at him. Look at the detail. You can't feel it. But honestly, you expect, it does feel a bit like fur. It really does. It's lovely. There's the back of his head. There's his very happy mouth and eyes. He's genuinely a lovely piece. Now he, or she, is resin. And that's a completely different thing to the ceramic. It doesn't cost as much. And it was becoming popular in the 1980s to the early 1990s. This was when these cute, chubby animal figures were everywhere, sold as gifts for kids' rooms, also as a fully working piggy bank with a rubber stopper still in place. There's his slot, by the way, and there is his rubber stopper. But as you can see, there's nothing else that's giving any information away. But this just lights up signs of being displayed over the years, both of them. So what are they worth? They aren't rare antiques, they're charming vintage collectibles. In the UK right now, you'd expect to sell the Korean frog for around 8 to 15 pounds and the pig between 5 and 12, depending on how complete the stoppers are and how good the condition stays. If you found these in a charity shop, they would be likely £2 or at the most £5 each. Absolute bargains for a little bit of nostalgia. And with that, it's time for me to go. So if you want more information, watch the description. And most importantly, I've overrun. So thank you for watching and bye-bye.